State of Wisconsin, Mr. Baird.
Without objection.
Washington.
Washington.
That's
Sorry.
all right. I thank my colleague from
The
Minnesota for his
gentleman
leadership.
from Washington is recognized for 2 minutes.
I thank my colleague from Minnesota for his leadership. My friends who described the Goldstone report, as the colleague just did, I'm not sure if they've read it. I have read it. It is not at all silent on whether or not Israel had reason to respond. It specifically talks about the unacceptability of Hamas rocketing Israeli citizens. Here's a picture of Israeli kids in Sderot hiding, practicing how to deal with those rockets. It is absolutely unacceptable that any people have to undergo this kind of attack, and the Goldstone report is in fact quite clear on that. And contrary to this resolution, and contrary to what some of my colleagues said, is explicit about suggesting that Hamas may have engaged in war crimes. But there is another side to this story. I have twin 4-year-old boys at home. When I kiss them goodnight, they look for all the world like these 3 little Palestinian children. I don't know that father, but I can imagine his grief. We must not say that this Congress will unequivocally oppose any consideration of a report by a jurist of this integrity and this reputation. Those children deserve someone to ask why they died, just as these children in Sderot deserve someone to say they must not be rocketed, and the Goldstone report does both. It does both. And unlike most of my colleagues here, I have been to Gaza, and I have read in its entirety the Goldstone report, and I will tell you, he says many things that, though unpleasant, are true and must not be obstructed. There used to be a school in Gaza called the American International School. The motto of that school, peace, understanding, and leadership through education. Request 30 additional seconds.
I could do 15.
15.
Yeah.
Without objection, the gentleman.
This is a picture of what happened to that school. This is a picture of what happened to that school. Do not pass this resolution. Support this fine jurist. Give justice, true justice, a chance to be heard.
Gentleman from California is recognized.